Hello and welcome to another daily market update by Market Intel. My name is Ben and today we want to take a look at a cryptocurrencies chart. It's the Cronos chart. It's quite a popular cryptocurrency. It gets requested again and again. And we want to take a look at some of the recent price developments. We haven't looked at this chart in a very long time. There has been some volatility in the crypto sector in the last few days. So we want to take a look at how Cronos is affected by that. Let's go. We are here on our website dailymarketupdate.com and today we want to take a look at the cryptocurrencies section. You can register on this website here. It's completely for free and you get access to all of these other updates as well. For example, for US stocks or tech stocks. But today we want to take a look at the cryptocurrencies section and we select the Cronos chart and we'll take a look at the larger time frame and smaller time frame. Let's check the weekly chart first. It is important to understand whenever we're looking at the weekly chart here that these are obviously long-term mathematical projections, not really targets until we finally start to see some upside momentum. But overall, there's still a chance that Cronos is starting a move towards $1.30 plus. We're currently holding around 10 cents, far away from that. And I would say due to the long-term sideways correction, this was obviously a crash and then rather consolidation. It has never really managed to break out of, right? So this is still unfolding. So be careful until we get really solid shorter time frame setups, I would say personally. So we don't really have any short-term setups at the moment, I think, but we'll take a look at the shorter time frame. There is an area we have defined that when the price moves into it, the buyers would get interested. Most likely, it's all about sentiment. We're using Fibonacci levels to identify, let's say, the areas where traders usually get interested, right? And then from a bullish point of view, that would mean that the buyers will likely start to step in this area. So it's definitely something to pay attention to. At the moment, what you can see here on this chart is that we are dealing with a correction still that might be over, but we'll take a look at that on a smaller time frame. And overall long-term projections, again, they are mathematical projections based on the assumption that this year is a wave one, this price top that happened before 2020, and then a wave two might actually still be unfolding. What would then be an ideal target range? $1.30 plus, but we need to see some upside momentum and the market can then start to move into that direction when we start to see breaks of certain levels to the upside and impulsive price action on the smaller time frame. Then this is a good indication that this move to the upside has started. Let us take a look at the 8-hour time frame. And here you can see that there are some levels, especially the first key level that needs to be broken to the upside is the 14 cent level. That is the first level that needs to be broken. I mean, without a break above 14 cents, there is at the moment no sign that the low is in. And based on the wave structure here, the microstructure, further downside is actually even expected and is preferred potentially into this area here between 2 cents and 6 cents. This is the 38.6% Fibonacci extension all the way down to the 61.8 extension. And that's a very common Fibonacci extension range for such an internal fifth wave. We might just be dealing with some kind of a corrective bounce here, which could then be followed by another dip. So that's currently the forecast with a probability of around about 70%. So as you can see, probably the 14 cent level, right? If we get a break above that level, it will increase probabilities that a low is already in, currently labeled as alternative scenario. Because this wasn't really a lower low here in April, the market hasn't really formed a reliable low formation and therefore another low is actually quite likely. We would have to call that a so-called truncation where the internal fifth wave was just not able to really form a lower low. Yeah, but that is only an exception really if that happens. So we would need further evidence for that, for example, through a break above 14 cents. So that means in simple, another low is currently expected, especially as long as the market cannot break above the 14 cent mark, which is a very, very critical level. And at the moment, any further upside is only favored with a probability of 30%. So another dip into that area is expected where we would be watching for a reaction. And if the buyers turn up, give us a short-term 1-2 setup or some kind of upside momentum, then that might be a signal that the bulls are making a comeback. So that's the update on Cronos. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure to register on the website. It's completely for free and you can let us know also in the comments which other cryptocurrencies you like me to cover going forward. Thank you very much Bye-bye.